I got this. I know. Okay.
Oh, man, what a tough spot Ravens in.
Because I'm sure after the interview we did with them in studio last year, rumor has it like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting Joe Lacob to say that, but it is what it is. And last night during Summer League, when the Warriors were playing and they're 6-0,
that's why I love them.
I wasn't expecting Joe Lacob to say this about Brandin Podziemski.
He was a revelation, to be quite honest. I mean, he's one of the, all-rookie team, top 5 in the league. He started a whole bunch of games for us. Steve had troubles getting him off the floor. I mean, he had to have him on the floor. He was so good. He does so many things well. He's ultra confident. He's got an NBA body. He can get wherever he wants. He obviously can shoot threes. He can drive. He can pass. I mean, what can he do? We're really excited. We think we've got a future all-star.
We've got a future all-star.
I wouldn't have said the last part unless you were really trying to trade him. There's just a lot of pressure to put on a guy going into his second year.
A lot of pressure. And now
it's
the fans,
hard to be an all-star.
And now the fans are going to be hyper-focused on Podziemski saying, well, every game he struggles, yeah, future all-star, huh? Future all-star, huh? Future, oh my gosh, the fanatics.
Are the Warrior fans the most insane of the 3 fan bases? In terms of
I don't know.
Like jumping on and off the boat?
Well, let's all right. I'll start with the Giants fan base. And I know they're going to come at me hard, but I'm a Giants fan. I'm a fanatic. They're the softest fan base west of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
We are
not all of them.
Soft. Not all of them,
but a
lot of you guys are cotton soft. Hey, Will Smith reminds me of Buster Posey. Damn you, Buster Posey. Calm down. Calm down. All right? Relax. We're 3 games under 500. Relax.
Okay.
Take a break. They're soft.
Okay.
I have no problem saying that.
Okay.
Most Giants fans are soft. Between Niner fans, I think Niner fans are very aggressive. And
you know who they remind me of?
I mean, if you say one bad thing about the quarterback, and oh my gosh, you're a hater.
Niner fans have a very Notre Dame-like feel to them, where they're all around the country now, and we haven't won for years, but we've been knocking on the door, even though Notre Dame gets blown out in these bowl games. Like, the Niners just keep losing in horrific ways at the very end, yet we keep showing up, and our fan base is bigger and stronger than ever.
We're always going to show up. Niner fans are aggressive. They're insane, but they're aggressive and they're passionate. They want win, but the Niner fan base, even though I know you say nationally, the standards are very high, dating back to the 80s.
Yes,
there's a lot of Niner fans who still remember those days, saying this is what we're used to. A lot of East Coast fans were born in the 80s and 90s, and they were watching the Niners back then, saying we're a Niner fan, they're a winner. The Warrior fans think everything is easy now. Ooh. They saw the 4 championships. They saw the success. They saw how they ran through the league for so many years. And they just think, oh, it's simple. Let's just snap our fingers real quick, go make a trade, and let's get back to the NBA Finals. Doesn't work like that. Steve Kerr tried to warn us and say, we're not in the real NBA. One day we're going to be in the real NBA. And right now we're in the real NBA, where trades are hard, not having a lot of money. You know, you can't go out there and just sign guys and max contracts. It's very hard. So Warrior fans, there's been a bit of delusion because of how easy they won over the last decade.
So, like, someone like Brock Purdy was excellent from day one, and we all needed to see a little more and then a little more. And then we saw last year, we're like, wow, he's really, now we all like, look, he's really good. Now the question is, how really good is he? How much do we want to pay him, right? Like, I think everybody admits he's really good, right? Wouldn't you agree?
He's really good.
Right?
That conversation is going to be toxic.
But no one thinks he's like the 22nd best quarterback in Niner land. I'm being real.
Well, do you think? We asked yesterday, is Brock Purdy an all-time quarterback? And people already think he's an all-time Niner legend.
Well, like, okay, in the current landscape, I think most reasonable people have him somewhere in the range of 6 to 12. Which I think is like, wow, like you're a really good player.
Yeah, that's
really good player. I think that's the majority of right-thinking people.
But how many franchises have really good quarterbacks? Like, has Detroit had 6 good quarterbacks in their franchise?
No, like Stafford is like one of the greatest quarterbacks in Detroit history.
So in a way, we've been kind of spoiled because we've had Montana Young. But you had a little dose of Garcia. You had a little dose of Kaepernick. Alex Smith was
Well, that's where I'm going with Podziemski. So like I look at someone like Podziemski, and it's like because of Steph and the chasing of Steph's ghost, it does feel like anyone who comes around, like there's the standards and how we're viewing them are just sort of, if I had given you Podziemski pre-Steph Curry, we would be elated. We would be going absolutely insane. Would we not?
Yep, absolutely.
So to your point about the Detroit Lions, like if Purdy was a Lion, they'd be like, oh, we've got our quarterback for the next 15 years. If I gave you Podziemski after 1 year, I think pre-dynastic Warrior fans would be like, wow, we've got our guy. We said that after 1 year with Chris Webber.
No doubt.
And he was better.
And
Webber was, amazing.
He was gone. I mean, Troy Murphy with his double-doubles had me, so I'm like, we got something here.
Exactly.
We have something. So, I mean, when it comes to Podziemski, and here's where it's going to get tricky for him. You brought up Steph Curry because Steph Curry could do no wrong, and I get it. Steph is the franchise. He is the guy. And we see him in Team USA. He's balling. Yesterday, he had a dynamic game against Serbia. He was cooking. Him and LeBron, they're dynamic together. It's unbelievable. But it's also setting up Podziemski and the youngsters. This is something we've gone through the last 2 seasons with these guys. Steph can do no wrong. So now if the Warriors stumble and they lose a game, we're going to be hyper-focused on Podz, Kuminga, Moody, or whatever youngsters here. And now Podz is getting elevated at a rapid rate within the fan base, and the organization is doing it. I mean, Podz is everywhere. Hell, he's doing an interview wearing his own T-shirt. Brandin Podziemski's on his shirt. Like, Podz, wearing the Podz shirt. Go figure, right? And I like Podz. I love his confidence. I got no problem with an NBA player being overconfident or confident and having an ego. You have to have an ego in this league.
I'll stop you, though. If Kuminga wore a Kuminga T-shirt, I do believe there'd be a segment of people looking to crush him. And it is interesting. Like, I don't even think twice. I don't care one way or the other. Like, I don't, and I think most people don't. But I do think there'd be a segment. Oh, look at this guy Kuminga wearing his own face on his shirt. They are judged very different. Well, it's weird.
Yeah, because Kuminga's been confident. He says, "I want to be like Kobe. I watch Kobe film. I feel like I could be an all-star." And people are like, "Kuminga, slow down." Yeah. They're like, "Yo, grasshopper, slow down." Now Podziemski's like, "Yeah, I'm more than a role player. I want to become an all-star. I want to be a starter. I want to be this. I want to be that." And people are like, yeah. But when Kuminga do it, he says things like that or acts like that. It's like, hold on, Kuminga, you've done nothing in this league. Well, Podz had a really good rookie season.
No, great.
All rookie team. He's exceeded expectations so far through year 1.
Best rookie draft pick since?
Jay Rich, maybe?
I mean, Curry had like 17 a game.
I mean, Curry, he was in the top 5.
He was like 17 a game. You know what I mean?
How
like,
can I say that? How can I skip over Curry?
About a decade.
Over a decade.
Okay.
Yeah,
so Podz had the best rookie season of any Warrior pick in about a decade.
He did. Did Harrison Barnes? Did he have a better rookie season than Harrison Barnes?
That's a good question.
Because now I think about HB. HB was ascending by the end of that season.
Really good.
He was ascending by the end of that season. But whatever, it's been a decade.
Drafted 2013.
But it was
2012, 2013.
Yeah, I know. But so it's been a decade.
So it's a decade.
It's been a decade. But now, next season, this is setting up Podziemski. And I think in some fans' minds, they're thinking, oh, he's going to make the leap from all rookie team to all-star. No. It's not that easy. First of all, it's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
First of all, you got to get the points up. You got to get the scoring up. You got to have the numbers. You got to have the highlights. You got to be able to captivate the NBA fan. Has he done that yet? I'm not sure. We have to see a little bit more. But Lacob coming out there saying, man, he's a future all-star.
That's strong.
Now Warrior fans are going to say, some of them are going to drink the Kool-Aid. Some are going to be like, wait, hold on a minute. Let's just see him be a starter for a full season and not just a spot starter. Let's see him finish games or whatnot. So Joe Lacob is putting it out there. Now, is it posturing for a trade? I don't think so, because the way the Warriors are talking, Podz is untouchable, which I think another segment of the fans are saying, wait, Podz is untouchable? How is Podz untouchable?
Well, Kerr likes to use this word connectivity. And when they ranked, they had 33 different lineup combinations, or the 33 most popular used ones. And he was awesome in, 25 of the 33?
Harrison Barnes made all-rookie first team? Wow. I didn't even know that.
I didn't either.
I just remember the series against the Spurs.
Well, I know Pascal did it.
Finished 6th in the Rookie of the Year
But no
voting.
one ever, there were some people that were high on Pascal, but it was all in a losing, a very bad losing team.
Somebody had to score.
It felt very skewed, and I mean, they got rid of him after 1 year, I believe. Right?
Pascal, no, he came back the next season.
Did he? He was the small ball 5?
Yeah, but it didn't work out.
And then they traded him,
bad.
right?
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Yeah, so the point being is okay, they didn't win in the playoffs. They still were a winning team. And Podz was a big part of that. Played almost 2,000 minutes. So I guess what I'm saying is untouchable is a word that's going to trigger people in both directions. I don't want to get rid of him or Kuminga.
No.
I kind of like where we're at.
I do.
Those are 2 of our better draft picks.
Let's go to Robinson Bruno. Robinson Bruno. He's